guys, welcome back to the channel. I am Elizabeth.
And I'm Skylar.
Thanks for tuning in for today's video. Typically we post a weekend vlog around this time of the week, but this is our 6-month anniversary. Woo, 24th was actually, but close enough. So we are posting a 6-month update video. I asked you guys to ask us questions on my Instagram. If you don't follow me on Instagram, you can do that at, it'll be somewhere, _ Elizabeth Lennon, and you can be a part of sending in questions like this when I do a poll. So Skylar is feeling a little rough, and he doesn't have much of a voice right now.
No, I do not.
Yeah, that was a lot of work for him to get out. So I'm probably gonna do most of the talking, not because I'm a controlling person, but because he can't.
Yeah, sound like a smoker right now. But I got a cough drop, and
Thanks
it'll
for
be
sharing
alright.
this.
Yeah, she'll be running most of the show today.
Woo! All right, let's get started.
Question number 1.
What things have y'all found since you were married that annoy you about the other, and how have you each learned to deal with them? All right, I know my answer.
I know what my annoying quality is.
Okay, so one of the annoying things that I didn't learn this about him since getting married, but it's just been more annoying since getting married, is the way that he chews. He chews really obnoxiously and very loudly. Like, he uses every part of his face, and he chews very loudly. So the way that I've dealt with that is I'll just move away from him when he's eating. Like, if we typically sit at the table and eat, and that's nice, but if we're sitting on the sofa and we're eating at something particularly annoying, I'll just get up and move to the chair until he's done, and that's our answer. Or, like, if we're in the car, I'll just turn the music up, or if we're watching TV, I'll turn up the TV. So that's how I deal with it. I just drown him out or move away.
Sorry about the coughs. There may be coughs.
It's okay.
I can't control it, so.
Most annoying thing about me.
You're so cute. No. Alright, so for me, the most annoying thing that Elizabeth tends to do is she has a tendency, shall we call it, to leave random trash-like things across our apartment.
That makes me sound so trashy. I'm really not.
I mean, it's leaving like used napkins and stuff just sitting on the counter.
Like a paper towel or a tissue or something.
Yeah. I mean, to her
Which
credit,
I can see how it's annoying.
Yeah, to her credit, she uses the tissue multiple times, so she's,
yeah, that's why I don't throw it away.
But to me, I'm like, why is this here? Or like empty water bottles or something like that.
those
the way I handle it is I just throw it away, and then that's it. Then I don't have to worry about it.
Question 2.
How do you think, if at all, vlogging has affected your relationship / marriage?
I don't know. I mean, I feel like in one way it didn't really change it at all, but as far as affecting it, I would say it's mainly like positive things. Like, I don't know, it's just fun to be able to look at them and see like the different things that we've done. So that is a positive, to be able to look at that stuff. And then I think it's also a positive, like, it just adds a fun dynamic to what we're doing sometimes. So that's fun. But
Sorry.
But I don't feel like it's really changed much, because before we got married and we were a long distance relationship couple, we were sending videos all the time, and like I would make little videos for him, like vlog style videos of different things that I would do, and he would do the same for me. So we just do it together now, which is fun.
Yeah, it's been more, I guess, changing for me, because she is a master at making her facial features match the situation. I, on the other hand, am not. So
I'm really happy.
It's like, I am so excited to be here with you guys today. Like, but truly, with me having to be more conscious of how, because a lot of how I visually respond to things that she does, she's like, oh, you don't really like it. I was like, I literally just said I like it. And she's like, yeah, but you don't like it. I'm like, what do you...
No, I'm like, do you really? Because your face is not saying it.
Yeah, I'm like, eating cereal. I'm like, I like it. It was really good. And then she's like, well, what? No. So it's helped me work on that.
So your answer to the question is
It has helped me.
the only way that you've seen it affect us is it just helps you express yourself better.
Yeah.
Cool.
Otherwise, it's just kind of a
Great.
hobby that we, she mainly does and I'm a part of, and we just kind of enjoy together. So
Yeah, it's fun to do together and brings a fun dynamic, but it doesn't take away.
number 3.
Number 3 is, have you guys experienced anything you didn't think you would as a married couple yet? Operative word there, yet. So I thought about this question a little bit. Honestly, I can't really think of anything substantial that I didn't expect. That's not to say I feel like we're great people who don't have anything coming that we didn't know about, but it just hasn't happened as of now. I think the only thing would maybe be like how fast time goes.
Oh, yeah, time does go by fast. We're like 6 months. What? And I think part of that is just because of
It's just how busy our schedules are.
how our lives are and how busy we tend to be.
Question number 4.
Who is running the show? Well,
We both do.
we both do.
Yeah, that's really.
This is
just a real funny question. I think I thought it was just funny.
I think it is a fallacy to consider that there is to be one person running the show. This is a we show. I assume they're talking about like marriage show, not the vlog
No, it
show,
didn't say
but-
show at all. You said show. It says who's running things.
Oh. For the vlog, she does most of that, just so we're clear. But together, we run
As our
things.
life, we run
You're like
things.
you're like a buddy rabbit.
Our life.
Our life. Question numero 5.
That means right.
Good job, babe. It's impressive.
How do you talk about finances and not get into fights?
That's a good one.
That is a good one. I like this question. I mean, the very simple answer is we just talk about it all the time. I feel like one of the things that makes money such a touchy topic is the fact that, one, people don't talk about it until there's a problem. We talk about it regardless of whether there's a problem. We just talk about it all the time. And then a big part of it would be that we budget together all the time. So, like, we make plans for our money together, and then we follow it through together, and we talk about it the whole time. So there's not a lot of room for fights there. The only kind of issues that we've had with each other with money, I would say, has been when we're working on a budget and one person doesn't understand what the other person is saying.
Yeah.
That's been the only problem, but that's not a money issue so much as
That's
it's just like
communication.
a concept comprehension thing. So,
Yeah, because a lot of our stuff is like Dave Ramsey stuff, and she just tends to, one, she's kind of the main budgeter, while I'm there to help make decisions happen, and so we're both
I'm the
on
nerdy, love to budget
Yeah,
person,
yeah.
which nobody would anticipate.
Yeah, I don't mind putting a budget together, but she lives for it, so like that's the difference, and at
You
the
love it.
yeah, at the same time, I don't know what I was gonna say, I lost it, but But because she loves it so much and she just knows so much about it, sometimes she talks about things or talks about ways of doing things that I'm not accustomed to. So I'm like,
So it takes a little bit longer to
that doesn't seem right
conceptualize
in
it.
my head. Or even like sometimes doing the math of something, I'm like, I don't get how this works. Because sometimes we're like transferring money and I'm just like, my brain.
between
So-
checking and savings and balancing and getting
Yeah.
everything right. I made a video about how we budget and a lot about how we use it to strengthen our marriage and not weaken our marriage, that you can watch on my channel as well, called Budgeting as Newlyweds or How We Budget or something like that. I'll try and link it. But we made a video on that, I did, and that kind of answers the question in more depth, I guess. But we just talk about it all the time, and it's never been a problem. Question number 6.
Mountains or beach?
What about you, baby?
Well, I do like the beach, but only for a very short amount of time, like a couple days, and I'm kind of like, whatever. The mountains, I feel like there's a lot more to do in the mountains that's mountainy. Like the beach is just like, you got beach. Of course, like when you go to the beach, there's tons of things to do. But I would prefer mountains, like hiking, going to a waterfall, swimming in like bacteria infested
I
waters.
say beach. Love the beach. I don't like the ocean. I don't like being in the water, but I love the beach.
Question number, what is it? 7.
7. Do we like living in Lynchburg, or would you like to eventually move? Both. I like Lynchburg. I think he likes Lynchburg. I'll let him answer. But I like Lynchburg, and I definitely could see us moving. But if we were to end up staying, I wouldn't be necessarily against it. I would probably like to be a little bit closer to family, but I wouldn't want to be necessarily further from family. But wherever God calls us, we're good with. So I do like it here. I could definitely see us moving, especially like if he gets accepted to school somewhere else and not in Lynchburg, then we will be moving there at that time for PA school. So that's just kind of how I feel about that.
I mean, living in Lynchburg has great pros, just because
Like it's cheap.
It's cheap. Yeah, it's pretty cheap. Like just living here, cost of living is pretty low. So I think for right now, we're very happy with where we're at. But looking into the future for jobs and stuff, especially for me, there's not as much opportunity. So most likely, probably will move, and probably will, may have to move if I get to any other PA school.
There's one
other
PA
than
school here.
The one here. So yeah.
The chances are higher of having to move for school, but we're really hoping we don't have to move.
Yeah.
So it's kind of up in the air at this point. Question 8.
Coolest thing about married life so far? What's the coolest thing?
Not having to say bye to you.
Oh, that is nice.
Yeah. I mean, obviously we say bye to each other when we leave, but like that at the end of the day, we get to stay together.
Yeah, the emotional turmoil that we experienced in our dating life
was terrible.
from me going off to school,
Well,
having to drive away.
I mean, I was even just thinking like at the end of the day, like when you were home.
Oh yeah, and then you would have to go home.
Yeah, like we'd have to go to our own homes, and it sucked. But that and the whole like sharing life with somebody. I was out on my own doing all the life things, and it's a lot better with somebody else to have like to share everything. Especially the hard things, they're not as hard when you have somebody else with you. So that is the coolest thing I have found about marriage so far. So what do you think is the coolest thing about married life so far?
Well, definitely the things you said, I also agree with. I think I don't know, I really like having a little cheerleader in life.
A little cheerleader?
Yeah, I think it's especially fitting given your size. But
Like a little cheerleader.
yeah, just being able, in the same way, coming home and like knowing you're there to be like, I mean, you don't necessarily say this every time. This is how I feel. Like, I'm so proud of you. Good work. Welcome home, kind of thing. So that's very nice. Oh yeah, getting smooches. I'm doing good.
You did good. Moving on.
Anyway.
To question 9.
Have y'all gotten into any major fights or arguments?
No.
Yes. No.
We're about to right now.
This is the moment.
No, I can't think of any.
No, honestly, and that's not because we were never like, we will not get in an argument, because that's unrealistic.
Honestly, I think personality-wise, we aren't really big fighters. Like, let's have a fight about it. I'm more that person than he is.
She's the aggressor.
I am.
Yeah.
I'm 100% the aggressor. I'm the one who's like, "Wah!" And he's like, very chill.
I'm like,
which him being chill frustrates me.
Let's maintain calm.
So,
and then at the same time, though, I go the other way where I'm like, I'm what we call turtling. So
oh
it's
my
like
gosh,
I retract into myself.
That's something that
like,
also annoys me, honestly.
Yeah.
I'll like say something and it'll come out aggressive, and he immediately, I can just see him like sinking in to himself and just completely shut down. And I'm like, great, now we're not even going to talk about it. Yeah. But as far as like big arguments, I'd say no. Anytime that we have a disagreement in our house or like a little fight or something, I feel like it's the most calm you'll ever hear us, because I have learned that he shuts down so much, and so we try not to get in like a yelling argument because it won't go anywhere. And so we like, this is the kind of dialogue we'll have when we're disagreeing or having a fight. We'll be like, I understand that that's the way that you feel about this, but I am trying my best to communicate to you the way that I took it, and I understand that you didn't mean it to come across this way, but when I heard it, this is how it affected me. Like, that is how we talk.
Yeah.
We're a lot more flamboyant when we are not fighting.
Question number 10.
Woohoo!
My voice.
Pets in the future?
What?
Absolutely.
At some point.
We would love to have a cat right now.
We were so close
We wanted a kitty.
to try to get a cat. Technically, we're not allowed to have a cat.
Yeah, we were going to
But-
ask. They never responded. But we're not allowed to have animals here.
Yeah. I mean, not like
And it would
we're
be a
gonna
stupid
know.
move for us.
Yeah, because, you
It
know,
would be bad because even if we can have them here, wherever we have to move for PA school, it would make it that much harder to get a house if we have a pet. So,
very
and we
good.
aren't home very much. So all of those things combined, bad idea to have a pet, but absolutely in the future. As far as the whole like cats or dogs thing, which was not a question, but
That's
you
a
know,
valid
it like
question.
it's definitely a follow-up question.
Both.
I would say both.
Ha! Yes, we didn't even talk
Look
about
at
this.
us. We literally did not even look at these
Yeah.
questions.
Well,
Okay.
okay. Well, the cat first or dog first? Cat first.
Cat
Okay.
first because they're way easier.
Yeah.
They're because you can leave for the weekend and give them food and water and they're okay. Being gone all day, I feel like a cat appreciates when you're gone all day. Most of the time, they're like, "Good, get out of my space. I want to be alone." Is more the cat attitude. Kittens like a little bit more interaction, but that for the most part. Whereas dogs like need to be exercised and walked, and I don't want to like have an animal that I don't treat well. So a cat first. I would like to have a dog eventually. Ha! Last and not least, number 11. I was gonna do my hands, but I don't have 11 fingers. Number 11.
Weirdest thing that you've both learned about married life that you never expected.
I feel like one of the other questions was similar to that. I can't think of a thing. When I read the question, I tried to think of one, and I couldn't think of anything then either. Weirdest thing we've learned about married life. I mean, Skylar lets all the toothpaste dribble out of his mouth while he brushes his teeth. That's not really married life related, but it's weird, and I didn't expect it.
I just can't control it. It's
He
just like,
literally
comes
gets
out.
like by the time he's done brushing his teeth, sometimes it's already dripped down his
It's
neck.
like I got
Like
a
it
little bit of
literally,
tea.
like just lots of it. So that's weird. All right, so answer that question.
No.
But it wasn't even like a has there been anything weird? It was like what is the weirdest thing? And I feel bad not having an answer for that, but I really just can't think of anything. Thank you so much to everybody who submitted questions. It helps us out a lot. And if you would like to be a part of this, don't forget to follow me on Instagram _Elizabeth Lennon. You can keep up. I try to add stories. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this video.
You know, you're so cute. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. We would love to hear from you guys, and we look forward to sharing our next video with you.
We'll see you next time. Bye.